What's up guys and girls, my name is SuperRebel123. First of all, if you guys are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please do hit the subscribe button below, it would be much appreciated. And at the end of the video, if you guys did enjoy it, please do leave a rating down below, a comment, and maybe add to your favourites. So guys, welcome back to Let's Talk Grand Theft Auto 5, and of course I do have Patrick James Briggs with me, but today is not only Patrick James Briggs, is it?
No, it isn't. Who have we got on today?
Shall we let him introduce himself?
Go
No,
on.
you got to introduce me. That's the way it goes.
You just get. We do have iRue399 on today's show, which is pretty cool because we've been actually meaning to do this video for like 3 weeks.
Weeks
Yeah,
and weeks.
We've
and
had a
weeks.
lot of troubles.
I'm surprised you managed to get to this point because we tried recording earlier on. You pressed go on the record and then you disappeared.
Yeah, that was funny though. And then he like sped up really quickly.
Yeah, I know. I have no clue what happened. That was really retarded.
Anyways,
PT internet, that's what happened.
let's get off the internet. What are we talking about today?
Right. Obviously, we have lots of topics to cover today in today's video, but we're going to start off with the map on Grand Theft Auto 5, and let's just like talk about all our opinions about the map, like things that Rockstar can add to the map to make it like more realistic. Like if we compare it to Red Dead Redemption, where it's night, and like maybe can we see stars in the sky? That'd be pretty cool.
Can I chip in first?
Sure.
Right, now this is going to sound odd, but I like to take other Rockstar games and put it into what I think about GTA 5. I was playing Red Dead Redemption the other day. First time I played it since about 2011, because I've been doing other things. And I got on top of this mountain, right, and I could only see probably about a quarter of the map, because I was facing away from, towards Blackwater, which is as far east as you can go. That map is huge. It's absolutely giant, right? And we know that Rockstar have said that you've got Los Santos and the surrounding hills and countryside, but we also know that it's supposed to be bigger than Red Dead, bigger than San Andreas, and bigger than GTA 4 combined. That's including internal stuff and that, so when you go inside buildings, that counts towards map size. How big's that countryside going to be? If Red Dead Redemption's countryside is fucking huge.
I mean,
I don't know if you swear on this show, but
Sometimes.
it's massive.
I feel
I
like
mean-
that's going to be insanely big as well.
And remember, we're going to be able to explore underwater as well
That's going to be great.
with the
I mean,
submarines.
You know, we've seen screenshots of a guy skydiving, and then we actually see a shark as well.
And a submarine.
Yeah, do you remember in San Andreas where we'd go and we'd actually see a shark? I mean, it would just go like right past you. Do you think sharks will maybe attack you this time? I mean, Rockstar going down a more realistic path.
Well, I've been playing a lot of San Andreas on PC again, just because like multiplayer, and I don't know if it's modded or not, but the sharks did actually attack you. I don't know if that was just on PC or whatever,
Goes-
but if they did, I think it would be cool if they attacked you.
It goes back to that whole animal thing, doesn't it? I think
Yeah.
they never really had animals in any GTA. Red Dead, they did because at the time, that's what happened in America. Because it was relevant to the time zone it was placed in, they could do that. I don't know if they're going to be able to have animals in this game. I don't think you should not have animals. I think it'd be brilliant to go and shoot a horse in the head. I mean, they're ruining all our burgers and stuff, so go ahead and do it. But all the animal rights people come out, so I don't know about sharks. You
Yeah,
might not be
like-
able to kill them.
Peter and that.
Yeah.
Damn Peter.
I mean,
Peter.
I'm just looking at the Red Dead map right now. Like I've got it on my wall, like the poster they give you, and it's just so big.
It's huge, isn't it?
This map is gonna be the biggest map we've probably ever seen in a video game.
yeah.
And also,
definitely.
you have. I mean, like I was saying to you earlier, you've got Red Dead Redemption. It's because it's set in 1911 or whenever it is. There aren't anywhere near as many buildings as what you'd get in the 2008, I think it is, version of Liberty City. So, whereas Red Dead Redemption's flat and long and large, GTA's map's quite tall. So I think it's kind of similar, but I don't know how they're going to make it so that with GTA 5 you've got kind of a cross between the two. Like if you took Liberty City and slapped it in the middle of Red Dead Redemption, the outside of what you'd have is flat and desert and all that. I think that's what you'll have. Something similar.
You know, you was talking about buildings, right? There's actually been a rumor going around that maybe you're in like a cop chase, right? And you go into like the nearest empty building near you, and like you close the door, and the police actually have to kick through the door. Do you
That'd be
think that
good.
would happen? There's actually a good possibility of that actually being in
If
the game.